What is up, homies? Welcome back to another episode of the Czechxicans podcast on the Czechxicans channel.
Yes, sir.
It's exciting time to be back. We are one strike away from getting back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah.
AMPTP has, or will, hopefully, figure out what they're doing with their lives in the next week.
Hopefully tomorrow, but we will see.
At the time of this recording, there
Yeah.
are continued negotiations tomorrow, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Right.
Presumably the rest of the
Right.
week.
Yep.
This is a weird time because it does
Yeah.
feel like it is just about to end. The writer's
Yes.
strike just ended. That's
A couple
usually
weeks.
that momentum.
I guess the
right?
writer's strike officially has ended.
Yes.
There was like a period where it was like ended, but they were still working out the final sort of pieces of the contract,
Right.
and now it's
needed to-
officially
they
done.
needed to sign everything, and then
Yeah.
they needed to. Then they like officially declared the strike was over at
Yeah.
midnight that night, and then the next day.
Right.
So, but so we're back, kind of, not quite.
Almost.
Kind of.
Almost
We're
there.
anticipating.
Yeah.
We're edging being back.
We're edging.
Edging
We're
being
just
back.
slowly,
Yeah.
all the way
We're
in,
just
but
like,
not quite yet.
almost.
Listen, Augustine's
Just
got,
a dip.
Augustine's got a horny on the mind because
Yeah, he's been watching horror movies all day.
Yeah, right behind the camera. You guys can't see this, but he just has like Nightmare on Elm Street playing silently.
It's spooky
Yeah.
season, baby. It's the
Yeah,
best time
it's
of the year.
October 10th.
There's so
Yeah.
many horny
Get
teens.
in the spooky mood,
I know.
dude.
in these
I'm
horror
just
movies.
realizing I'm the spookiest person here, and I do not have a Halloween shirt on. That's a problem.
Listen,
It's okay. Oh,
we got to
got-
do one more epi.
I
One
know.
more ep.
Marvel shirts
I will,
on.
I will go crazy.
One more ep
Don't
of
worry.
Czechxicans before
Yeah.
October
I will show
ends,
up with a
hopefully.
pumpkin on my head. Don't worry.
Okay, good. So I was just watching Trick or Treat before you guys
Yeah,
came.
so
Yeah.
good.
I really want to make a Sam. What's his name? Sam.
Sam.
The little guy.
Yeah.
Sam. I really want to make a Sam costume.
Oh,
yeah, that would be good.
I love that little character.
Yeah.
Like that little character is so cool. And I don't know if a lot of there's a cult following for Trick or Treat.
Oh,
There's
my
not
God,
like
yeah.
a massive
yeah.
following.
yeah.
not a huge. Yeah,
Yeah,
a
it's
cult
not
thing.
massive.
Wasn't that the movie that
but
we
it's a
did a
cool-
watch along of at GNS
Yes.
years ago? Yeah.
That's when
It
Hector
was.
groped me in while we were sitting.
That's when
There's a picture of it.
Iffy broke the
There's-
couch.
there's-
What did I do?
You-
What happened?
Let's get into it. Let's
You
get
were so
down to
scared, Hector.
business.
Oh,
You were so scared that when you would get scared, you would put your hands on
I
me.
just grabbed your
Yeah,
chest.
exactly. You're like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, it's so
Jeez.
scary.
That is America's chest.
And I sat next to Iffy Wadiway, and he broke
Yeah.
the couch.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember that.
You remember
was
that?
So
He
funny.
sat down and just slammed the couch on the
Yeah.
floor. It was,
He
it was
is-
He got that.
a-
He got that good butt.
Big buff boy.
He's a
Yeah.
buffy boy.
He's
Yeah.
got one of the best butts in the biz. I sound like a real
Sorry,
creeper.
Iffy.
I'm over here like, I grabbed you.
Yep.
Saying he's got the best.
Stared at Iffy's butt.
I ran into him a few weeks ago at a comic book store.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, really?
Before we went to our buddy's wedding, who
Uh-huh.
just got married recently,
Yeah.
I wanted to get him a gift, and I got him a big box of a game we used to
I
play.
remember that. Yeah.
And so I stopped over at a comic book store, like I think on the way home from work or something. And I go in there and I'm like, I'm going to buy this like miniatures game that we used to play. I'm going to get him a gift, and that'll be the wedding gift. And then I go up to the front, and standing there was Iffy
Iffy Wadiway.
buying some
The Iffy Wadiway.
the Iffy Wadaway.
And I said,
some,
Iffy!
Yeah.
And I tipped my hat.
like this.
Like
And
this.
Who was that guy? No, but he was buying Warhammer 40K stuff.
Mm.
And then as he was like ringing him up, the guy was like getting his info or something because maybe he had like an account at the store. I forget exactly what the deal was, but if he like told him his first and last name, and the guy was like, "Wow, that's a really cool name." Like
Yeah.
the guy complimented Iffy,
Yeah.
and that's what. And I was standing behind him for a good 4 minutes, just
Yeah.
holding
And he
my
didn't
thing.
notice
He
you.
didn't notice
Yeah,
me. I'm very
yeah.
small. No, he didn't notice me just because he was.
Well, he's very
polite.
large, too, so.
Yeah. So right when the guy said that, I said out loud, "It really is maybe like the best last name I've heard." And as soon as I started speaking, it really is like if he turned around and was like smiling to like a stranger who was interrupting this
And then it clicked.
exchange, and it clicked. And before I could even finish, he like scooped
He
me up,
lifted you off the floor.
nearly crushed
Yeah.
me to
Yep.
death.
Yeah.
That sounds about
Like,
right.
hey, and I was like, hey, like, but it was so great.
And
We
here's the
caught up for a
kicker.
minute
He
and-
didn't lift you with his arms. He lifted
Yeah.
you with his butt cheeks.
That's right, squeezed
Yeah,
right in
he
there.
just squeezed you. He didn't even turn around. He just grabbed you with his butt cheeks
I-
and squeezed you and lifted
I
you.
was almost a watermelon crushed in his thighs.
Exactly.
Like he
He's
can't
been doing
do
that.
it.
He's
He
been
can't
doing
do
that
it.
recently.
This episode of Czechxicans is sponsored by Iffy Wadiway's booty.
Yes.
I hope he hears this episode.
Yeah.
I hope he hears this
So
episode.
I'm excited for obviously the actor strike to wrap up and
Right.
to get back to normal. I feel like we've got some fun stuff that we're in the process of putting out. We still have a few more like anime films and non-struck work that we did reactions to, and that's been really fun to see people respond to us like, oh, you've never seen Kiki's Delivery Service? And like having that kind of fun. And then we've got a cooking special coming out. And then what else? I'm trying to think what other sort of updates we can provide.
The Heroes Reforged comic book show.
Sure, I do that
Reforged.
I do that every 2 weeks, so every other week. We just we're about to do an episode on the comic series Bone. Did you guys know about this? Do you remember this from when you were a kid?
No. I had seen it before. I never read a single page of it, but I know I had seen it on the shelves.
Yeah.
And it reminded me kind of like the game Rayman. Did you guys ever play the game Rayman?
Character looks like that.
The face shape is kind of the same.
Yeah, you know Rayman. He's a guy who didn't have limbs. His little hands and feet were connected, just kind of floating. Rayman.
That shit is scary, by
is
the way.
The purple...
Fuck.
Oh,
oh my God.
Really?
If I saw a picture, I'd probably recognize. Well,
yeah, you would see it, yeah.
Anyway, the point is, I'd also never read it all the way. I read little things of it, but this comic series was something that I knew from being a kid because it was like one of the few times a comic would also be next to like other Scholastic Book Fair books. It'd be like there'd be like like Goosebumps or whatever books, and then there'd be like a couple of Bone volumes or whatever. And I was like, oh, this is a comic. But it's a show that we do in our Discord community, which is really cool. It's free to join and participate.
Yep.
You can just listen to it for free. There's no video component to it. It's just an audio, like I guess like a radio show. But if you have a microphone at home, you can also like request to join the conversation, and it's really cool, man. Members of the community have been chatting.
Yes.
We have some great...
They're really excited.
It's really great. It's like great conversations and great insight into what the things are, and then we just pick what the next comic book's going to be at the end of each episode. We kind of discuss it real quick. I put up a little poll.
Yep.
And then, so I don't know what the next comic is going to be 2 weeks from this week.
Because you'll find out tomorrow night.
Exactly. So if this comes out on Wednesday, the thing is happening in our Discord community. It's called Comics Reforged.
Comics Reforged, yes.
7 p.m. Pacific time, which is 10 p.m. East Coast time, which is not too late.
It's not too bad.
And 12 p.m. Australian time?
Yeah, it's like 12 noon in Australia. So somebody was joining us from their lunch break. I'm like, this is the coolest thing that they can just join. And it's all different manner of comic books that we've talked about so far. I think after Bone, we did Bone partly because this past week, not this week, but last week, I think was Banned Books Week. Which is something that people celebrate as like books across various levels of literature that have been banned in like American schools for whatever reason, oftentimes for bullshit reasons.
Was Bone one of them?
Bone was banned at one point.
Really?
And I don't know the specific reason, but like after reading through it, I don't know if it's because there is like maybe like a word like ass or something like I don't know if it's like that.
Oh, really?
Or if it's because there's some great criticisms of like capitalism and there's some great sort of politics in the story. Okay, maybe that's why it was banned. I don't know, but we're talking about Bone, the whole complete thing. Probably too late for you to sit and binge it. It's like 1,300 pages. It's super long.
Oh my
for
God.
All of
it's
Bone.
long, yeah.
Because I was like, let's just do the whole. There's like 9 volumes. I'm like, let's just do the whole fucking thing.
Wow.
But normally we do just like a paperback of like what, like Superman Birthright we did, or like
The Last Ronin.
We did like The Last Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin, which was like its own little collection. And join us if you can't join us this week. Join us in 2 weeks. Yeah, and it's awesome.
It's cool. It's when I've sat in, it's really nice because I think it's like it's a very low lift thing that we can do with our community.
And it's just great vibes.
Yeah,
dude, it's great vibes in there.
I think sometimes the challenge is trying to figure out what we can do without having to do a ton of work on top of what we're already doing.
Right.
Because when we're doing reaction, like Loki, for example, we watched the first 4 episodes, and to get those videos done, and even though we're not releasing them right away, we're kind of holding on to them. They're still scheduled to go live on a make believe day because we obviously don't know when they're going to go live.
Yeah.
But then we've been watching other stuff too that is struck stuff, and then there's the non-struck stuff that we've been watching. So it's nice to be able to do something on Discord where it's just like, I don't have to wear pants if I don't want to. No one's going to see me.
You don't even have to turn on your camera.
Nobody does. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
And
why don't you have a naked Comics Reforged day, but nobody turn on their camera?
Yeah. Be
How do you
careful.
know that
Everybody's-
already hasn't happened?
Be
How do you
careful
know?
of that.
How do you know I haven't
No,
been
I mean,
naked
like,
every day that I've done that show?
They'll
Maybe
tell
I've been naked
everybody
every time.
though. Be like, hey,
Yeah.
everybody, we're doing a Naked Comics Reforged.
It's the birthday suit special.
Still no cameras.
Yeah.
I wanted to go back to your point about Bone being banned.
Yeah.
So I just found out something really cool. Did you guys ever read Animorphs as growing up?
I didn't
I
read
didn't,
it.
but I knew
no.
about it for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that it's one of the strongest anti-war, anti-military like franchises ever
Oh,
made?
really?
It is. I didn't know this, but I only
Yeah.
learned this from the people who read Animorphs.
Recently,
wow.
yeah, I've only learned
they've
about
made,
it
like,
recently.
YouTube videos about it and shit. And I was
Yes.
like, what?
Apparently, they're really violent.
Yeah.
Nobody survives it.
Yeah.
Really?
And it's about like an alien war happening on Earth.
Yeah.
And none of the main characters make it.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Oh
like
my god.
they talk about taking out like alien species, and then they argue about the morality of like doing these like secret biological attacks.
So funny.
really
On like yeah.
Yeah.
And then like there's something weird that they do with the kids who are disabled because they can't turn into Animorphs, but they're also part of the fight, and it's just like
Whoa.
Woo.
It's supposed, but it's supposed to be very inclusive.
oh yes,
very
it's
left wing
very-
politics,
yes,
right?
it's
Anti-war,
anti-war,
anti-capitalism.
anti-capitalism,
Dang.
like
And
I'm,
all of
I'm surprised
this-
that's not banned.
I'm
It's like a secret
Whoa.
under the radar
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
like
Wow.
thing.
because I think it snuck by everybody because parents just see the covers and they're like, "Oh, look, a girl's turning into a gecko. That's
Yeah,
fun.
that's
Yeah.
fun.
I'll buy that
You'll
for
like
you, Beverly.
that.
Here
Yeah.
you go, Beverly."
It's like Goosebumps, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. And it's
God.
like, what if a kid was a shark?
It's a
they're-
lot deeper than that.
yeah, the cover seems so
Right,
dumb.
right.
And
They
then-
do.
No, it turns out that author has also been like very purposefully doing that.
Yes.
And people
Yeah.
especially have been bringing up Animorphs in the years where the recent like revelations about the politics of like J.K. Rowling,
Right.
author of Harry Potter, and how
Yes.
transphobic and awful she is, started
Yes.
coming to light, and people were like, "This is really bad." And they're taking a second look at her work, like the actual
Right,
Harry Potter books,
right.
and going, "Actually, the politics in these books aren't great."
Yeah.
And then people go, "Well, have you read Animorphs?" And everyone's like, "No." And they're like,
What?
These slap.
Yeah.
Like they're like
Wow.
really,
Just
really.
get past chapter 2 and these slap.
Yeah.
It makes me want to read them
I kind of want to read it.
because I have to imagine you can read an Animorphs book in a day.
Yeah.
I can.
Oh, yeah.
I have to imagine.
Oh yeah.
I
Most
have
likely,
adult
64
brain.
pages of
I got adult brain.
Yeah,
I can-
exactly. It's like 2 chapters worth
Yeah.
of material that you can read through, or
Yeah.
you can just Wikipedia the whole thing.
True,
maybe
true,
they
true, true,
honestly, and that also makes me want to like. Because when I was a kid, just based on the covers, I was like, "Oh, that would make a cool." Didn't they
Yeah.
make an Animorphs TV show? Or
Yeah.
am I wrong?
Did they?
I thought they
I thought
did.
they
A
did.
TV I don't
Or-
think they made
Unless
a
the
TV
covers
show.
were
Let me
live
see.
action and it tricked
The
my brain
covers
into
were
Yeah,
thinking
live
no,
that
no,
was
no.
a
I don't
show.
think there was an Animorphs TV show. Let me
Okay.
Yeah.
check.
Now that I'm thinking, I'm like, I know there was a live action Goosebumps show when we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
The Secret Life of Alex Mack. That's making me think there was some BS Nickelodeon Disney Channel. And
Oh,
no.
there was a TV series.
Okay,
Oh, there
there
was
was?
live action.
Annie TV, Protocol Entertainment, was made for YT TV for 1 season,
Okay.
and Global so it was made under two different production companies, but released in New York on Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
In 1998 and 1999.
I want to go back and see if that show.
Where them DVDs at?
Interesting.
Yeah, if that show covered any of this like secret alien war, any of
Yeah.
that stuff, it's so interesting.
Interesting.
But learning about that sort of messaging in Animorphs makes me want to like, man, I hope they make a TV show today or like a
Yeah.
movie series.
Well,
that sounds
Goosebumps is
epic.
coming back,
Yeah, that's gonna be
right?
a
Like
Disney
they're doing
Plus
like
thing,
an
I think.
adult Goosebumps situation.
Oh, sure.
Actually, I think it just
that there was.
released-
I know that there was another movie that came out, and
The
I
Jack
think
Black movie
Jack
or
Black
a second
ones.
no, like a second one
After the Jack
after
Black
the
one?
Jack Black one.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that one.
and there
either, if
might
they
be.
did.
I think I just saw something on D Plus that is like some new Goosebumps thing. I don't know if it's a
Yeah.
movie or a show.
It's a series.
series.
So
Okay.
I think that actually just released today.
Oh,
I'm pretty
okay.
sure it just released today.
all right. I'm not a huge Goosebumps guy. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
I was back
Nah.
in the day.
Yeah, in the back in
Yeah.
the day I was. Now
Did
I
you guys
wouldn't
read
know.
them? I don't
Oh,
think I
yeah.
read
I read
any
Dude,
some
of
of
I
them.
had
Yeah.
a 74 book collection of
Wow.
Goosebumps.
Whoa,
What
Like,
happened
you were
to
a
it?
fan.
I have no idea what happened to it. I think my mom donated them or something.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
That's
Mom-
kind of rough.
It's okay.
Mom went, this
It's
is no
okay.
value.
They were
Bye.
literally just thrown around like getting ripped
Okay.
and stuff.
Of
I
course,
wasn't
yeah.
taking
Well,
care of them.
All
so.
right. All right.
I wasn't a collector kid like you, Hector.
No, I wasn't necessarily a collector kid either, but I only say like that's rough because I feel like I don't think you, me, any of us as kids or your mom
Uh-huh.
could have predicted like
Right.
people would still give a shit about
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah, of
so it's like
course.
maybe
No.
if you had held on to it, maybe you could eBay them
Yeah.
now.
Right,
as like
right.
I got a 75 volume set of Goosebumps.
Yes.
I'm scared. I'm
$200.
scared to find out whether or not I still have a Pokemon card collection at home or not.
Ooh, brother, you kid, you better find out.
I know.
You better get on
You
it.
better get on it.
Yep.
Did you ever
Yep.
have? I mean, you just said your mom maybe gave this away.
Yeah.
I don't remember if my parents. Maybe I was a collector kid. I don't remember if my parents ever like gave or sold anything
Right.
without my knowledge that like upset me. But that's such
Yeah.
a common
My mom did that with my PlayStation, my original PlayStation.
PS1.
Yeah.
But was there a reason for it?
I'm pretty sure it was broken. I'm like, no, it was
No,
just in the
Mom.
garage because that's where we were
You
playing.
just
it.
should have checked, Mom.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah. My mom also threw away all of her original film negatives too and kept the
What?
pictures. And I was like, you should have thrown away the pictures and not the negatives, right? And she goes, why? Because you can rescan
This is the only
them.
thing that I've
Oh.
kept from my childhood.
Whoa, dust that off. Do me a favor. Lift that up and just go. Wow.
So this is a Marvel Metal collection from 1995.
Okay, that's pretty
and
sick.
I'm going to admit this because it's been so long.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Half of these were stolen. I would go to a gas
Oh,
station.
you would steal
Oh,
them.
you
I would go,
steal
dude.
them.
I'm fine with that.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't care at all.
I had no money as a kid.
Go for
it.
This is when I was first getting into Marvel.
Go for
right?
it.
I would, instead of going to church, my parents would take me to church every Saturday.
You
We
went
had-
to church. It was the gas station.
Well, that's what I would do. So instead of going to church, while church was going, I would sneak out of church, go to the gas station down the street, and just hover around the cards and just take stacks of these cards and just like put them in my pockets and run out. I don't know how I never got caught.
Wow.
I don't know how it ever happened,
You had a
but
guardian angel
I did because I was going to
following
church.
you from church.
'Cause I was going to church. Lord
How
Jesus
did
was
you-
watching out for
Lord
me.
and Savior
How-
Charles Xavier.
How did you sneak out of church too? Did you not have parental supervision?
I would say I'm
Was
going to
this
the
like
bathroom.
no way.
I would say, Mom, I need to go to the bathroom.
and your mom was like, he's
You're
taking
gone.
such a
For
big
Here's the
45
thing.
minutes.
Here's the
God.
thing. My parents were the leaders in the choir, so
Oh,
if
they're
I left,
preoccupied.
they couldn't track me. They
Yeah.
couldn't
Oh
look
my
for me.
God.
And so I would go and I would just take these, and then I have almost a full collection actually.
Forgive me,
Jesus.
Father, for I have sinned.
No, don't forgive me, dude. Look at what I got.
Oh
Look at what I
my
got.
God.
The art on this one is really bad, though. The art for
Well,
most of these is super bad.
But in 1995, this was cutting
was-
edge.
yeah.
Right.
Is
This
that
was- this-
MODOK?
yes.
Whoa.
So there's like Wolverine Weapon X from 2000. Oh, that
no,
one's
that's
got
from
shit
Age of
smeared on it.
Apocalypse. You got poopy on that one?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
my
think there's
goodness.
poopy on that one.
Little choro?
But like the art's really bad. But then I also started trying to collect these cool Spider-Man ones.
Oh.
So I have like multiple, like kind of like an artist series
Huh.
of Spider-Man ones.
Oh,
and then I
think I saw a
really-
Pokemon card snuck in there.
Oh yeah,
too.
there's a Pokemon card in here somewhere.
There's a Bulbasaur. What was that?
somewhere. Oh, those are cool. Those are rad.
Those-
This is where I started getting obsessed
Yeah.
with Venom.
Carnage.
I'm sorry, Carnage.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carnage and Venom.
Carnage
There's
and Venom were the
Rick
coolest.
Nova.
Yeah.
The Ghost Rider. Like all these are really cool.
Some of these look a little familiar. I may have
Venusaur.
a couple.
Oh yeah, Venusaur. There you go.
Nice.
Well,
And then I also have
Okay, little-
the
But
Your
wait,
little
there's
divider.
more.
Marvel Flair 95 collection. So I really like
Yeah.
these because they came in like thick cards.
Oh, wow.
Look, I have
These are
Oh.
thick.
they're back to back, so they're like thicker than the normal ones. They're like
Yeah.
on thick cardstock.
Yeah.
Look how glossy they still are. I'm impressed that I kept these because I wasn't a collector kid, except for this.
Yeah.
Like this is the only
Yeah.
thing that I kind of got obsessed with.
Yeah.
And I actually started drawing, which led me to my animation career
Yep.
off of these cards. So I
That
would
makes
look at
sense.
it and then I would draw it. Like I
Yep.
wouldn't trace it. I would draw it on a separate piece of
That's what I
paper.
used to do.
And yeah, me and my cousin were
I love
so
that.
obsessed with this.
I love
This
that.
is where the what if kind of situation. So there's Wolverine as a vampire.
Cool.
There's Rogue that gets Thor's hammer. There's Doctor
What?
Doom saves the Earth. There's Iron
Cool.
Man in the medieval age.
Whoa.
There is what if Silver Surfer got the Infinity Gauntlet.
Hell yeah, dude.
Crazy stuff,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, that's,
That's-
cool.
This
That's
is
really-
this is a blast from the past. This is
Yeah.
my Bible.
You got to get a new binder, brother. That looks.
This is the same binder
This is-
from
I know.
'95.
vintage. Vintage.
You got to
okay?
get a new.
It's vintage.
Vintage.
My brain
son
right
of a
now
bitch.
is going, okay, let's do the inventory. Let's figure out which cards are
Let's
missing.
put 'em in order
let's go to
numerically.
eBay.
Yes.
Let's put them in order numerically. Let's fill in the gaps of any gaps in your
They're
collection.
in order
if you have.
numerically.
Oh my god.
So
who,
they're
who
all
do you
in-
think you're messing with?
They're all in
know.
order numerically,
Oh,
and you see these
yeah.
gaps.
Yeah,
that's
those are
the
the
ones
cards
you're
that I'm
missing.
missing.
Let's get them, dude.
I
Let's
saw
get 'em.
this whole pack on sale on eBay. I
Do
don't
you
know how
know-
much it was.
Oh, it's
but-
probably like $12 for the whole
You
thing.
think
but
so?
Yeah, I'm sure that they. No,
These
I don't.
were not that great.
I don't mean to dash your dreams.
No. I'm not. I didn't
But
buy
this
this because
is-
of the money.
Right.
thing.
This is kind of true of. I feel like a lot of those sets of like superhero trading cards
Yeah.
of the 90s is that you can kind of go back and it's also true they did like Star Trek The Next Generation
Right.
packs and Jurassic Park movie packs and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have Hook. I have Batman Returns.
Yeah, and I feel like if you really wanted some of those,
I'm gonna look it up.
you could go back in eBay. Seriously, try
Yeah.
to see if you can find a complete set right now. But the point is it's like you're saying, you didn't get them for the investment.
No,
Right.
not
You
at
got
all.
them because they were the gateway drug, something you
Yeah.
and your cousin did.
I got them because of this. They have power levels
Dude,
and stats on the back.
that's what I'm
Oh,
talking
nice.
about.
Power levels and stats, and
I
they
love
talk
that.
about where that character came from.
Yeah.
And so you could really like, I would
This
sit
was-
there
this
and I
was
would
the
flip
internet.
them over and I would compare them. Like, who would win in a
Who's the
fight
better
here?
one?
Yeah.
That's the point.
Like, who's
That
going to
was the-
win in
yeah.
this one? And I think that's why I got obsessed with
That's
them.
cool.
Yeah.
Because it gave me the information, the little information that I needed
Well,
to
it kind of
really
gives the
get
cards
hooked.
purpose in a lot of ways too.
Right, exactly. There's
This is
Spider-Man 99.
this is
That's
pre-internet,
cool.
folks.
Yeah.
That's the thing. is that
Yeah.
This was, like,
Yeah.
and now
Yeah.
you can go to a Wikipedia and get the entire history of a character,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
whether you're just sitting there. But back then, you couldn't unless you like had read a bunch of those comics,
Yes.
or had happened to come across a comic that summarized the whole
Right.
of those
The whole
comics.
thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
And again, before the internet, you couldn't even go to. There was no like resource or library that had this kind of information.
Your
so these
favorite
cards,
guy, Sauron?
oh,
Dang.
Carl Lycos,
Carl Lycos, yeah.
Sauron.
No, you're right though. This was
yeah,
like my
yeah.
internet. That's why I said this
Yeah.
was my Bible, because I
It's-
would sit here and just stare at these cards for hours.
It's really stupid, and it would be immediately outdated. But I wish that they had stuff like this for like the MCU or Star Wars today. Like, I think it'd be so dope
for like the current
for
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to be
What's
like
Yoda's
you know,
power level compared
Yeah.
to like
Yeah.
the Emperor
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever?
Although that might continue to propagate the idea that like Star Wars should be about power levels. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not about, as Freddie
Yeah.
Prinze Jr. taught us, it's not about who's the strongest.
Yeah.
That's not the point of
Yeah,
those stories.
exactly.
But superhero, that is kind of the point. Because you go like, who would be
Yeah.
stronger, the Thing or the Hulk?
Right,
Right.
exactly.
That's the point.
And then
check
there's
their
two
strength
different
level.
Hulks in here. There's like
Yeah.
Wild Hulk and then there's like normal Hulk.
Yeah.
So like I
the
could
Wild
compare.
Hulk is stronger.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
Okay, did you look up on eBay? Did you find him?
individual cards are going from $1.25 to $5.99.
Dude, let's finish your collection,
I
bro.
I think I should finish the. I know I don't have this thing.
Do it.
Ooh,
Do
really?
it.
Here's the
Yeah.
other. Here's the
Do
other.
it.
Here's the other deal. You should do an inventory and then figure out which ones you're missing, and then on the next Czechxicans episode, shout
Fill
it
'em
out.
in.
No,
That's
shout it
true.
out because maybe
Oh.
somebody watching will be like,
That's
"I have
true.
that."
Yeah, I got number
I'll mail
74.
it to you. I don't
Send
need
it to me.
I'll
Send it
mail
to me.
Yeah, true.
Mail it to me.
That's true.
Because I'm looking to finish my collection from
Yeah.
back. There's one going for $1,000.
No
Do you have
way.
it?
Which one?
I don't have it.
Which
Damn.
one? Are
It's
you
the
sure?
Spider-Man Marvel Metal one. Yeah, this one I don't have. I know for a
Are you
fact
sure
that
that's
I
a
don't
part
have
of that
one.
set?
Yeah, it is because it's got the same
Yeah,
Marvel
logo.
Metal logo.
Buddy, I
Yeah.
have some bad news. I don't think we're gonna be able to complete your set.
Yeah, I don't think so.
you better triple check.
Let me triple check here.
Triple check.
You guys can continue talking because I'm
You
going
know,
to.
it would be the most amazing thing in the world if
If you
turn-
flipped the
if you
page
flipped-
and it
you
was
had
there,
I would be.
I would shit myself.
Holy shit! That is so cool.
I'm almost 100% positive that I don't have that one.
Whoa!
It would be right here.
Are you
Are you
sure?
serious?
That's the one.
What number
yeah.
is it? Does it say? Oh my god! If it's that one,
Number
that's,
78,
What do we got?
77, 78.
Oh my
I
god!
knew it. I knew it.
Oh my god!
I knew it.
That's
but this is
brutal.
all. This is
Wow.
also the
Like
the
the mint?
gold. It's the gold version of it.
It's
So
like
it's
a
a
gold-
special card.
maybe
So it
it's like
probably
a
was
variant?
already kind of tough.
It
to
was
get back
probably
then.
already the rarest one
Yeah.
of the bunch.
Now,
Because
now-
it's
But I
Spider-Man.
stole like 50 packs.
yeah, dude.
What are the
that's-
chances?
That's the golden ticket. That's the
What
Willy
are the
Wonka golden
chances?
ticket. Try looking up that specific card. See if you can find it for any
Yeah,
cheaper
let me
anywhere
see
else
if
on
I
the
can
internet.
We're gonna buy a pack of these, like a random pack of these, like a set of pack
like
of
an
cards.
unopened pack.
Yeah, and we're gonna be
Oh,
like that
yeah.
little kid who opened the
the Charizard.
Yeah, and the Charizard.
Oh my
That's
God.
gonna be Augustine.
Listen, it looks like the one that I have here that's worth $20 is
Oh,
the
nice.
Spider-Man 2099 one.
Hell yeah, $20.
That's not bad.
That's not bad
Hey
at all.
man, that's a meal for two at McDonald's.
That's right, baby. Maybe
The
even throw
Doctor
in a
Strange
McFlurry.
one is going for $75,
No
and I know
way.
I have that one.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I know for a fact I got that one.
Yo,
Maybe
you
new
better get
plan.
these appraised.
Maybe let's sell this set. How about
Let's
that?
sell this set, baby.
you want a new motorcycle, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I do want a new motorcycle.
Wow.
There it is, right there. That one's going for
75?
$75.
Which Doctor Strange is it? Regular
It
Doctor
is
Strange?
no. This is Doctor Strange.
It looks
Where's Sorcerer
weird.
Supreme? But when the
Is that when they were trying to give Doctor Strange a more
Now-
superhero-y costume?
yeah, so now he has
Yeah.
the powers of illusion. Oh no, that's what he has already.
Is it just?
I'm not sure.
Because I see that bottom one on the bottom left.
Yeah.
That one is the one where they try to give him left is a mask.
Oh, right.
That's Doctor Strange.
So this is Doctor Strange and that's Doctor Strange.
Yeah. So maybe that middle one is just like, let's give him because they've been trying to update his costume.
Yeah.
Since the comics in the 60s because it's like he doesn't look like a superhero.
Yeah.
He just is a dude with a red cloak.
Yeah.
Black pajama bottoms. Looks
like a
blue
magician,
blouse.
basically.
He looks like a magician. And they've tried. And I like that he doesn't look like a like you got to have him look like a wizard.
Yeah,
right?
totally.
Yeah.
A magician or a wizard. You're obsessed now, dude. You're looking up, you're like,
I'm-
how much is this Ghost Rider? I got this.
I know I have some of these $30 cards.
Dang.
I know I got a lot of these $30
I have
cards.
my card collection obsession as a kid was sports cards.
Okay,
but hockey because
Oh,
obviously.
hell yeah.
But I have a lot of cards.
Still?
I have no clue what the value of any of them are.
Look at
Yeah, I'd have to get the binder. It's at home.
Yeah.
At my mom's, so I'd have to find the. I think I know where the binder is. Actually,
Do you know of any? What was your favorite card? Do you have like a favorite that springs to mind? A favorite player? Did you have a card? Did you have like a Wayne Gretzky?
the Czech. I had a ton of Gretzky cards. Yeah,
Oh, he probably did have a bunch. Of
Yeah.
course. But all the Czech
But
players, you're like, these are my favorite.
Yeah, and then also like the Gretzky cards that I think have. I wouldn't say the most value, but definitely have like a higher value is
Yeah.
when he played like his rookie years and in
Yeah.
Edmonton. And
You got a rookie card?
I don't know if I do. I'd have to look through.
I have an actual Marvel trading card. Here's the thing: I never really had near a complete set, but I had a couple of loose cards
Yeah.
from a set called Marvel Superheroes from like 1990.
Mhm.
So I think it was like the first time they made.
Like a card collection?
Yeah, the first
Oh,
time they made like
interesting.
trading card, like the first
Yeah.
time that the comic book industry took wind and they went,
Yeah.
baseball cards are huge.
Yeah.
What if we did this for our
Yeah.
characters? And I have a rookie Deathlock card.
Ooh.
When he was like a
when
new
he first
character.
came out.
Yeah,
Because he came out in the early 90s.
1990, I think,
Oh,
and it's
wow.
pretty cool
Yeah.
to see his character and to see the little like little flag banner under him that says
Right.
rookie.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. But
yeah.
I use those shits as bookmarks. They're all over my house.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
They're like in books. They're not really taken care of,
Yeah.
and it's like it's fine.
Did you
Yeah.
did you keep yours mint or did you
They're
just
in a
kind of
binder.
have them?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're in a
Yeah,
binder.
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, you should really check up on the prices of that
Dude.
stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah.
And I have a lot. I think the binder might have like over 200 cards.
And dude,
Really?
during the
Yeah.
Panini, all the prices for these went
Yeah, it
up.
went up.
Because
Yeah.
people were like, I'm depressed at home.
Yeah.
And I need to connect with my childhood.
Yeah,
Childhood
and
nostalgia.
I mean, when I collected those cards, it was
Yeah.
like 1994 to like 1999.
Dang.
So it's a lot of those like 80s, 90s players
Oh,
from the
man.
NHL and stuff. But
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Okay. All right.
check your card collections, kids.
When you were collecting them, did you have a store you would go to?
not a store. There was like a in Czech it's called a tabak. It's like a
Oh, you were getting these in check.
yeah. When I lived there,
That's awesome.
It was basically like a newspaper stand,
Yeah. Yep.
and
Yep.
they would just sell the cards there. So I
Yeah.
would just go and I would get them there.
Tabak, it was called.
Yeah. Tabak, yeah.
That's cool. Did they have like comic books there too? Maybe?
Probably,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Magazines,
I'm sure they
comic
did.
books,
Well,
newspapers.
Here's the thing. Sometimes it would just be like a sports store.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that I would get some of these cards
At
and
a sports store.
yes, I
Weird.
would. I wouldn't steal them. So when I had like $1 or $2 that I could spend on a
Yeah.
pack, I would buy it. Right.
Sure.
But I did steal Pogs
Damn, dude.
from the sports store. I was a
Little
little
kleptomaniac.
I was a little
Are you sure
thief.
there isn't a warrant out
Wow.
for
I
your
was
arrest
a little
somewhere?
thief when I was little. I was fearless, dude.
Wow.
Like, but here's the thing: they were
My
dumb.
God.
They were dumb,
Yeah.
and they would have the Pogs on one of
Yeah.
those square rolly carts in the
Uh-huh.
middle of the store.
So you can just walk
And
up to
Pogs
it.
were like the hot. They were
Hot.
gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gold when
Hot
you were
ticket
a child.
item,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna take a
You're like,
pocket
"Thank
full
you?
of these home.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And the
Thank
reason
you.
why I went to so that was at the mall, and the reason why I was at the mall is because me and my friends would tell my mom to drop us off at the Boys and Girls Club across the street.
Mm-hmm.
We would go and be having recreational activities out there, but we would ditch, and then we would go to the mall, and then we would steal stuff.
This sounds like the best childhood.
I
would
had
just,
a good childhood.
You would just be
Yeah.
like, I'm supposed to be here. I'm out.
I'm out, and I would walk, and it was like 2
Yeah.
miles to get to the mall.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close.
Yeah.
And so we would walk to the mall, and nobody ever stopped us or told
Yeah.
us anything.
Yeah.
Kidnapped you or anything like
90s
That's
were a
crazy.
different time.
You were
man.
stealing
Yeah.
Pogs and cards, and I was stealing corn and cherries.
Wow.
Yes.
We lived the
remember-
best life, bro.
Yeah.
I remember the first thing I stole was
What did you steal?
when I
Happy's
was like
heart.
Abby's my girlfriend's heart.
Abby's
When I
heart.
was like 5 or 6,
Uh-huh.
I stole something from the laundromat behind our house, like a block from our house.
Whose
Like,
chonies did you steal?
like I wish. No, I don't wish. I didn't steal. I stole a book, but it was
Okay.
and I knew it was bad, but I was kind of like, no one will appreciate this as much as me. I have to have this
my
at home.
God. That is
To
the
have
most
this at
That
home.
book has been
Hector
sitting there for
thing.
far too long.
Yeah.
It was so we lived on a block, and if you
That
went
pinch
down,
corner has been pinched like that for 4 months.
yeah, I'm gonna take care of this. If you went down the block and then just like went to the other side, it was a gas station, little mini mall with like a 7-Eleven, and then a laundromat, a little tiny strip mall. So literally behind the laundromat was an alley, and then behind the alley was my backyard and house. Like we were that close.
Oh, okay.
So we went to there to do laundry, and I remember they had a He-Man and the Masters of the Universe book based on the 80s cartoon that I didn't even watch because this was like the early 90s.
Right.
I'm like, it's 1993 or something.
Yeah, cartoon
and I'm
might have
5.
been in reruns if it wasn't on.
And I think I missed it, but I looked at this book and it was like He-Man versus Merman. And I remember flipping through it and just loving like the designs of the characters and like thinking it was so cool. And I read it over and over and over again when I was a kid there waiting for my mom to do laundry. That when she was done, I was like, I remember thinking, I'm like, I'm not done with this. I'm going to bring this home. And I did. And I just kind of walked, like we went home with it.
Yeah.
Or maybe we even had a car and we just like bloop, drove around the thing because my mom had laundry. But then I remember I was at home like drawing from it. And I don't think I got confronted about it, but I don't think I ever told my mom. I was just like, "This is mine now. I just have this."
I just took it.
But I'm like drawing from the character.
Right,
I felt
right,
like such a sense of ownership of like, I love this.
I risked my life for this, and I'm going to enjoy it.
Foolish.
Yeah. The only thing that
What is this?
How
much?
10 grand
For what?
Iron Man.
For that one? No way.
I don't know if this is real.
No way.
I don't know if this is true.
Way. Are you serious right now?
It's right there on eBay for 10 grand.
Wait,
and the card's right there.
God.
I can't see Adam, read this to me. What does it say?
1995 Fleer Marvel Metal foil based trading card number 23. Iron Man near mint.
Number 23. Absolutely mint.
$500.
And you have that.
It's right there.
Yo, you might have 10 grand plus in that binder right there.
No, it hasn't sold.
Wow, way to crush the dreams.
It
You gotta
potentially.
You gotta do filter.
Potentially.
You've pooped this party.
Shipping
coming in here like hang. No, but you're right. You do have to check the solds.
Yes,
you have to check
the solds.
My
right.
mom sells stuff on eBay, and she's always like, "It doesn't matter what anything's listed at. You have to check to see what has sold."
Right.
The Thor one has sold for $1,700.
I do have the
15?
Thor one.
And you have the Thor.
Yeah.
I have that one right
For real.
there.
There might be some money in the bank right here.
Yeah.
There might be some money in the bank.
Do you have Blaster
Check this.
Iron Man? Sold for
what does it look like?
$1,300.
Let me see.
Oh, but that's not metal.
Yeah, I have the metal one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
See, have the
War Machine.
War Machine.
They're in the
You
thing.
know
It's
what?
okay. They're in the thing. We're not
I
touching the cards
don't
with
think
our
I have
hands.
the Blaster Iron Man.
Number
Oh, wait.
number
I have the
7.
silver. I have the silver.
Okay.
I don't have
this
the.
is fascinating.
Guys, we're going to figure this out.
Wow.
I don't have
what
the
a
gold
twist.
one. I don't have the gold one,
This is a game
and that's the
changer,
one
though.
that
sold
was
for
Like, look at this one. This
1,300?
one sold for $675, a set of 9 cards.
the silver.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
I have a few of the silver blasters.
You have many sets of 9 cards
Yeah.
in there. I feel like a jackass because I started this conversation like, those aren't worth a lot of money. You can find those all together for not that much money. But it's about the love. It's about
Right,
the
right.
passion.
Marvel Metal PSA 10 Gem Mint Silver Flasher set number 23 Iron Man 300.
Forget what I said.
Cynthia's
man.
choking in the other room.
I know, right?
Sell that.
She's like, sell them and let's go on
Listen,
vacation.
Wow.
I might have something here.
We're
I know I
going to
don't have that
Ibiza.
one.
Congrats.
We are going to Ibiza.
I do
for the
have that
summer.
Wolverine one,
Guys,
and I do have that Venom one.
This is a very
Wow.
special episode of Czechxicans. It's Augustine's last episode.
Yeah,
He's
I know, right?
retiring.
He's cashing in his chips.
Moving to Costa Rica.
Yeah, he's out.
Augustine.
Sorry,
Deuces.
boys. I'm
I'm
gonna
rich, bitch.
retire off of this old card set
And I'm out. Go fuck yourselves.
that's been sitting in. I don't.
Can you imagine if you and I look through our card sets, mine
Dude.
hockey and yours Marvel, and all of
Bro.
a sudden we've got like 30 grand?
Bro.
Go for it.
I would buy a Batmobile.
Let's do it.
You see my Instagram story?
Yeah.
So funny.
Well, you'd buy a Batmobile?
No,
What's the story?
I posted an Instagram story and it was like, you'll never know if I win the lottery, but there might be some hints. And it's like the Batmobile coming down the
Yeah.
street.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you never know.
I don't know. That would be a tough sell.
Sentimental.
It would be a really tough sell.
Augustine, if you honestly look, I'm not even trying to make
This
a
is
joke
Hector.
here, but if you had any kind of an opportunity to sell one or more of those cards and any sort of total led up to 10 grand, sell that shit, dude. I don't know what else to tell you. Sell it.
I mean, you might be right. Look, the normal Wolverine blaster is going for $250. I have the gold blaster of it.
So that's got to be more than $250.
It's even more rare than the card that sold for $350.
Dude, what a great Saturday afternoon project. Do the inventory, go through those cards, figure out
and then send us the total.
And then, look, that $1,700 one right here.
No way,
yes,
dude.
It sold for $17. I have it right there.
God damn.
That is
crazy.
It's sold
Should
for
we start a Heroes Reforged eBay store? Let's do it. Let's do it.
Sellers Reforged.
I got stuff to sell. I'll just shut down my eBay store and put my stuff on there. I'll put up an action figure and get $8, and Augustine will put
we
up a card.
We should just start selling them on Whatnot.
I know. I really should. I just list them up.
Good.
Look, that $450 gold blaster Wolverine is right there.
Wow.
You better hide that shit before Hector steals it.
I am amazed.
This is crazy.
I am amazed.
That is crazy. Yeah.
I'm floored.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I still can't believe you found one at least even listed for $10,500. And
the fact that it's even listed.
Yep. Again, I don't mean to do what your wife did and come in here and poop on this party, but like. Did any of those have to do with like, well, this is a first printing and like I don't know. Honestly, it feels like you really have those cards in there.
I don't know.
I don't know if there's any kind of
you know what? Because I don't know if there was any other prints of this.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if they went on for very long. Because the art's horrible.
Yeah.
Like, look at that Thor. He's ugly. That Wolverine's girl Storm is torn up.
He 2,000. How much? He's
$1,700.
He's $1,700.
I know. He's $1,700.
That's pretty
beautiful.
That's a beautiful man.
That's a beautiful man. We're gonna list it as some of the best
artwork. That's a beautifully chiseled man. Let me tell you,
just gorgeous.
Yeah, this Silver Surfer Gold Blaster going for $159.
Whoa,
sold for $159. Dude. I may got a little something here.
We got a little
something.
That's a $10,000 fucked up shitty binder.
I know, right? Hey, let's get you a new.
Let's get a new one.
Let's get a new binder.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have some gloves on if we're handling
seriously.
these.
I know, right? And
Don't
I'm over
take
here
them
just
out.
like throwing it around.
Hold on.
Oh my
Here you go.
Kind of lazy. Well, I'm an idiot. People always have asked me like, "You collect comic books and stuff, right, Hector?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "What's the most valuable thing you have?" I'm like, "Nothing."
Yeah.
All the comics I have are easy to get a hold of.
Yeah.
All the, like there was that comic book boom in the 90s where they just printed so many, even like Jim Lee's X-Men #1.
Right.
Yeah.
It sold 1 million copies. Yeah, well, they printed millions of it. Like, it's just like, there's
I was actually kind of fascinated because when I moved after Hyper, I had a ton of comic books. A lot of them I got for free when I worked at DC.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them were Marvel books.
Mm-hmm.
And so like one of the books I had in there was the first appearance of Sam Wilson as Captain America.
Very cool.
I wasn't I was just trying to like sell off stuff, like single issues that I didn't want anymore.
Yeah.
And so I listed them and I put like a list of what was in my inventory.
Yeah.
And I think guy paid me like I think he paid me like $50, $60 just for that book.
For that one issue.
And it was right before Falcon and the Winter Soldier came out.
Sure.
So he's like, the value of the book is going to go up. And I'm like,
he's probably right. Like that is actually one of in the instance where modern comic books are valuable, it's because this is the first appearance of Spider-Gwen.
Right.
This is the first appearance of Kamala Khan. It's like new characters that are like beloved
and the projects
characters.
drive the value up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Next episode, you better have a total for us. And
I'll see if I can find something.
Yeah, you better hide your address
Next
on the
episode,
internet.
he's gonna be coming in with like this huge blink out thing. Just like,
I'm gonna Jake Paul it.
You're like, okay.
I'm gonna Jake Paul it. I'm gonna get the $10,000 card, put it in gold, and wear it around my chain. Wear it around my neck.
God.
He did that with the Charizard card, and then it was worth like $1 billion more after that.
Jesus Christ!
Wow,
you didn't hear about that?
Did he end up selling that? Or
no. So he kind of kickstarted the whole retrending of like Pokemon cards. And wore the gold Charizard around his neck, and it shot up by like $1 billion.
It's insane.
Let's try to pimp some of this stuff out on our YouTube channel.
Maybe
we can do it.
And I have other sets too here that might be worth something.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
this isn't only just Marvel. See, I even divided it with like a little.
He went hot dollar.
Yeah,
we'll see.
We'll see. These might be worth something too. These are pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
they look Very
Now I
cool.
want to go through my collection and see what Marvel cards I have.
These are all minty too.
Yeah.
These are like
those are
Damn.
lemon
These are like
fresh.
good.
Damn.
Mine are probably
Damn.
just like wrapped in a rubber band, so they probably lost their value.
Wow.
Oh man,
this
Yeah.
one was my favorite, the Colossus one here.
That is cool.
I wanted to start drawing because I saw this picture and I was like, I need to draw this guy.
Look at that set of nuts on his gut.
Yeah, he's got like
That's a
12
12 set of
packs.
nuts.
Yeah. He's got like a 12 pack.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
nuts.
That's a lot of nuts. Yeah.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
Anyways,
Got some beats
Yeah,
in there,
wow.
man.
oh,
That's
man.
some gold. That's
Well,
some gold.
I'm gonna sleep on this tonight.
Literally.
We'll be,
We'll
honestly.
be expecting a full report from you next
Oh
week.
yeah, definitely.
On what you
Definitely
find.
that.
I'm gonna do a lot of research.
Yeah.
because you know what, I did just a quick search for this stuff
Sure.
on eBay.
Yeah.
And I saw a guy selling a whole set for $30.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah.
okay,
That's
Yeah.
wild.
That's
why
weird.
I'm like, why are some of
but
these
he
individuals...
probably doesn't have the whole set.
Right,
And
right,
what
right,
I mean
right.
is like, so there's the normal ones, and then there's the silver blasters, and
Yeah.
then
I
there's the
see.
gold blasters.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe he didn't have like all of that stuff in that set. I don't know.
You might be
But
right.
I never gave it.
He might
13-year-old
have been selling like the
Yeah.
uncommons
Yeah,
or the
yeah, yeah.
commons
Right.
for $30, like a
Right.
whole set of commons.
10-year-old
or
Augustine is currently in his brain going, why didn't I steal more?
I
Son of a
don't know.
bitch.
You know what? I stopped stealing because a lot of my friends started getting caught.
And
that'll
you know what?
do
You
it.
got out
That'll
before.
do it.
You got
Yeah.
out before. Yeah.
Here's where they got caught.
Yeah.
They fucking got greedy.
Yep.
They went to Walmart and stole a shit ton of Tamagotchis.
Mistake.
And they got caught.
Mistake.
That's
Mistake,
a big
dude.
leap.
They
My-
went to
my
the
buddy-
big store.
My buddy got caught stealing at San Diego Comic-Con.
Whoa.
And that's a story for another time, folks. Guys, we are going to come back with another episode of Czechxicans, hopefully sooner rather than later. I think we were talking about trying to bring you guys some more episodes of
Yeah, yeah,
Czechxicans in some form or another, so stay
Yeah.
tuned for that. We've got that comic book show we do every other Wednesday, Comics Reforged. We've got reactions incoming to Porco Rosso.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a little movie by the name of Dragon Ball Z, The Tree of Might,
Yes,
with special
absolutely.
guest Danny Fernandez.
Uh-huh,
That's coming
uh-huh.
very soon. And our long-awaited cooking special is also going to
Yeah,
be coming out
yeah,
very, very
yeah.
soon. So make sure that you're sticking to this channel, Czechxicans, as well as our main channel. What anything else? I think that's it.
I love you.
Yeah, just a reminder
Yeah.
for people because we've been asked it a lot.
Yeah.
We will resume our regularly scheduled content as soon as the SAG after strike ends.
And put out the stuff we've got banked. We
Yeah.
did watch those last
We've
two
got
episodes
stuff.
of
We've got
Secret
2
Invasion.
episodes of Secret
Don't worry.
Invasion. We've got 8 episodes of Ahsoka.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we've already shot 4 episodes of Loki. So
Yeah.
we've already seen 80% of the show.
Currently, at the time of filming, there's only one episode out.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we're way
Yes.
ahead of the curve.
Yeah, so
right
we're way
now.
ahead of the curve.
But
so,
we were filming our first time reactions,
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
have those.
Yes.
We were going to definitely be
because we
sharing
didn't
those
want to
with
be
you guys.
spoiled, 1, and
Yeah.
2, we still need to make sure that we're, doing
Yeah.
something.
Listen, now that Twitter
come
turned
back
into
to.
X, I haven't been getting spoiled anything.
That's
I
true.
know.
I don't
I
see
know.
anything.
It's kinda
I'm good
nice.
to go.
I
It's
literally,
nice.
kinda
I
nice.
literally only
Yeah.
use Twitter to keep up on like physical media releases.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah.
I don't.
That
go
is
on.
it.
I feel
Yeah.
gross whenever I open that
Yeah.
app.
It's bad.
Yeah,
It's bad.
pretty
bad.
rough.
Yeah.
His plan
It's rough.
worked. He
Yeah.
wanted to turn it into a disinformation machine.
Yeah.
Wanted to tank
Before
it.
the
Yeah.
next American election for
I
president.
know,
Guess
yeah.
what? It worked.
Guess
It's
what
great.
it is.
It's pretty bad.
Great.
It's pretty bad.
Greed is bad.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to just like sharing other things when we like kind of come back.
Yeah.
I think, and I could be wrong, but I feel like there is more and more physical media coming out every year.
You might be right.
It's-
I
it
think
might be
you're
in
right.
small
I think
increments,
You're right.
But I think it's a huge surprise that even bigger studios are putting out stuff for things that I never thought would see the light of day.
Like some Disney Plus stuff.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
specifically original streaming shows.
Yeah.
Really, really surprised me. And even movies, truthfully, like Prey getting a
Yeah.
Blu-ray
Yeah.
was
It's awesome.
like, I'm so thankful for it.
It's awesome.
So I think I want to try to figure out a way for us to be able to incorporate some of that discussion too,
That would be
whether
great.
it's on
I'd
a
love to do
podcast
that.
or whatever it is.
I
But yeah,
mean,
because we all
look,
collect stuff.
I
Yeah.
think the fact that, first of all, I want to thank everybody for sticking around. All
Yeah,
the people who are
absolutely.
patiently waiting for all our content.
Yeah.
But I think that at any point we could put out commentary or comments like that or videos like that, and
Mhm.
people will like them.
For sure.
Mm.
I think people will enjoy them, and so I think we're good, and that's just a testament to our audience who
Yeah.
sticks along and like
Mhm.
loves our commentary and things like that. So I just want to thank them for sticking around
Yeah.
and waiting patiently for our content because
But
we
still,
wanna keep doing this.
still enjoying and supporting. the
Yeah.
stuff we're
Yeah,
putting
yeah,
out.
absolutely.
and,
absolutely,
and
yeah.
even people on Patreon because they
Yeah.
they vote with their dollar and they
yeah,
and
exactly.
they
Thank you. guys.
they kick us some of their monthly income or whatever
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
to allow us to continue making stuff and
Right.
it's been a really tough 3 months
Yeah.
and I'm sure for them it's also the same because like we're not putting that much stuff out but they
Yeah.
still believe in us, they want to continue supporting us.
Right.
So thank you guys so much for that.
Yeah, maybe we could do like a show and tell thing with physical media.
Yeah.
Like once in every while, we gather the stuff. Hey, here's what I bought the past month.
Yeah.
And go
Here's
through.
my July haul.
My
or
hauls are
something.
very light,
But they're good.
quality.
They're quality.
Yeah.
They are
So
quality
like
hauls.
the
They are
Goonies just
quality.
went on sale on today was a big Amazon day.
Yeah,
Nice,
the Prime
nice.
The
sales.
Goonies
Yeah.
4K Blu-ray combo
$9.
Steelbook $9.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot.
$9.
There's a lot of them for $9.
Yeah.
Wow.
You should take a look.
Yeah. There's whatever. I'm not whatever. There are good deals.
That's
on
a whole
stuff.
nother.
If you
a
like
whole
to
nother
collect physical
episode.
media,
Yeah.
it's a good opportunity to take advantage of the low prices.
Yeah.
If something normally costs $25 and you don't want to spend $25 and it's now $10 and you can, it's a good opportunity to check that stuff out.
Yes.
Also, we
Anyway.
didn't even talk about this, but I'm about to take a trip to Japan for
That's
the first
right.
time.
You are.
We got to get a
might-
recap when
For
you come
sure.
back.
And
Yeah.
I might pick up some Blu-rays there if you want, because they have like 3D Blu-rays that are not
Yeah.
available anywhere else in the
I
world.
have
That's
nothing beyond.
Endgame?
No, I don't even have that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm behind.
Whoa.
I think
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
after 2016, I don't have anything.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
you've got
I have a couple sprinkled in
Captain
there.
America: Civil War and Black Panther. No,
Black
and
Panther
Doctor Strange.
and Doctor Strange.
And you have Black Panther.
Yes.
that was 2018.
2018.
So you don't
But
have.
I have like
Infinity
gaps
War?
in between. Yeah, no Infinity War, no Endgame,
Ant-Man
no
and the Wasp.
Ragnarok, no Ant-Man and the Wasp, no Black
Whoa.
Widow,
Wow.
none of that stuff.
Well, you get some of that stuff in the UK as well.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
true.
We'll have to take a trip there.
Yeah.
Japan.
Or if
started
we have any
coming in.
followers in the UK and you guys want to
Oh.
just send me a box, then I'll pay for the shipping
Okay.
for it.
Okay.
I will PayPal you.
Okay.
All right.
So
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's send those trading cards.
Yeah.
Let's
Send me
those
your
Blu-rays.
extra Marvel Metal cards.
And we'll be trying to bring in you guys some more stuff, and we're
Yeah,
excited
absolutely.
about getting back to normal here, hopefully pretty soon.
yeah, hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Thank you guys so much for
Okay.
watching. Let us know your thoughts on anything that we covered in today's show, especially if you have any advice for this
For what I should do
trading
with this
card
guy.
gold.
Oh, look, I have a Blastoise too.
Oh my god,
Dude, that might also be worth some money. No joke.
Jesus Christ!
That's a Blastoise and a Venusaur from the first set of
Oh my
Pokemon
God.
cards. Holy
Yeah.
God, holographic! Oh my
Make sure you
God.
also check out the link to
Wait,
the Discord
wait,
down
wait.
below.
It's foil.
Go
Yeah.
in there. Is there a
Oh,
Charizard
gentle,
sandwich
gentle,
between
gentle,
those bad
gentle.
boys? Don't tell me you're about to have a Charizard as well.
Oh, these
This
these still have the plastic on them.
Oh my god!
dude.
Oh,
No, there's no Charizard.
Okay,
in there. It's just these two
Christ.
guys.
Cynthia's
My
coming
God.
in. Wife's coming in. Like, is that about to be $1 million?
Are we rich?
God.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Oh
when
my
this came
God.
out.
She's
This
coming
is-
in like, are we about to move
this
to Beverly
is
Hills? What's
90
happening?
95. Yeah, this is 95.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
marked as 95. Anyways, let's
Yeah.
wrap it up before we
Be here
get,
for 5 hours.
get
going
ahead
through
of
all the cards.
ourselves.
Check out the Discord. Check it out. Link down in the description below. If you also collect trading cards, we do have a collectibles section on our Discord.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to just be for action figures or figurines. It can also be cards, whatever you collect.
I'm gonna post
Let
these
us
on the
know. You
Discord.
should post those. You
Yeah.
should post those. Yeah, join the conversation. Thank you guys so much for watching, for listening, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.